Hi everyone! The new year is just starting, and if you are like me, you have probably a few New Year resolutions. And well, whatever resolution that is on getting healthier, losing weight, find or focus on a new job, or be more with your loved ones, the beginning of the year offers the ideal opportunity for making positive changes in your life. With the year ending, we look past it and we gain awareness. Something needs to change. And sometimes it happens out of frustration and is driven by guilt feelings. Well, if I didn't exercise enough, that means that I can make a resolution to sign up to a new fitness class starting in January. But despite our good efforts and motivation to make it work, by the end of February, we have put it aside already. True story for me. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. According to data from news agencies, around 80% of New Year resolutions have been broken by the second week of February. Well, what is true is that all started from great and good intentions, but didn't last beyond the fatal 6 weeks period. So, how do you keep a New Year's resolution and make it a long-lasting commitment? What is great is that you don't have to fail this year's resolution. In this video, I have compiled a list of 6 steps to help you set realistic goals and make them last, so you get the change you want and need for this year. Number 1, define your goals. New Year resolutions usually start like this. This year, I'll get up early. Or this year, I'm finally going to lose those 5 kilos or join the gym. In most cases, we don't invest time in properly defining our goals, which is actually the first step. So, first step, define your goals. Start by asking yourself what you want from life in certain key areas. You can use these as a starting point. Some of the different areas can be your career. We don't need to be workaholics or obsess over work, but we do need to make sure we are continually growing professionally. And having work-based goals helps us enjoy work more, check on progress so far, and inform us if we are drifting away from where we want to be. Another area is health. Health goals can simply be to keep track of your well-being, both physical and emotional, and ensure that we are fit and healthy to enjoy life as it comes. Health goals may include changing your diet, playing tennis regularly, or joining your company's football team. Another area is your finances. Even if you do not aspire to the same fortune as Warren Buffett, you need to bear in mind your financial goals. Money is needed for your everyday lives and vital as a means to enable our other goals. The last one, and the key one that I always focus on, is relationships. And this means the relationships you have with your significant others, with your friends, with your family. And it also includes the relationship with yourself. Here's what I want you to do. Draw a quadrant with these 4 areas. Or if you want, define any other areas that you identify best with. You can call them anything. And they can be about anything. Travel, for example, can be in one of the quadrants. If you think that that is something that you are very fond of. For each of the quadrants, define goals. These are tied to what you want to change, your resolutions. And you have completed step 1. Very easy. Step 2, be selective. One of the main reasons why we let go of our New Year resolutions is because we have way too many of them. We want to reduce drastically our overtime at work. We want to hit the gym. We want to meet the handsome guy or girl of our dreams. Plus, finding ourselves a new apartment and stop procrastinating on submitting our taxes. Right? There are way too many of them. Therefore, number 2 is, now that you have a list of goals or resolutions, to be selective on them. Select 2 of them, maximum, and then decide to work on them. Remember, you will commit to these, so they move from the resolution stage to the commitment stage. And that, my friends, makes all the difference to your brain. Before, your brain looked at your resolution from the outside. which is the equivalent of being outside a shop and looking inside through the window while you are passing by. But when you commit to it and you write it down, then it drives your attention. It drives your attention forward, which would be similar to you passing by and entering the shop. So as you can see, it's a step further. So the fact of being selective drives your brain attention towards what you want to achieve. And that is a step forward in making it happen. Number 3, ask the key question. Losing weight and getting healthy require more than just a new gym card and superfood bars. We know that. And up to now, you have your New Year resolutions in the shape of goals, in different areas, in the different quadrants of your life. So what's next? To make sure you stick to your resolutions in the long term, you need to ask yourself one key question. Why? Okay, this is the key question. Why? Very simple, super effective. Keep asking yourself the why questions until you get to the core of why it is really important to you. Why do I want to lose weight? So I look better. Why do I want to look better? So I get noticed more for my good looks. Why do I want to be noticed more? So I can get asked out and find my better half. Why is it important to me? Because it is important to me to have someone to share my life with and part of my life plans. See? So you're getting to the end of it. And because you're connecting your goals to a specific purpose that has a meaning to you, you're also strengthening the emotional connection that you can get to it. And trust me, the deeper it is connected to your emotions, the deeper you can get to your why you want to do this, the higher the probability that you turn your intentions into actions. Understanding the deep reason why you want to move ahead with one of your resolutions or with one of your goals would bring you closer to that sustainable change. The number 4, I call it break it to make it. Another reason why we don't keep our resolutions is because they are, well, too broad, too big, because they are too far-reaching. They seem a bit more difficult to reach. And our brain, who has the choice to lead on something or to procrastinate on something, hates effort. Your brain hates effort. So what you need to do is to break down each goal into very small steps and then set them with a timeline. It's a bit like a project. You are your own project. Creating structure is important because it allows us to stay on path when we're making decisions. And by knowing what we need to do on specific situations and training ourselves to behave in a certain way, such as having veggies as a side dish at lunchtime, it makes it much more easy to carry out very difficult tasks, such as lose 5 kilos in 6 weeks. So you need to break down your goals into smaller chunks to be able to make your goals. One last thing, think about a contingency plan. So you know what to do if things don't go 100% according to plan. And, well, especially try not to get discouraged if you don't drop a dress size in 2 weeks, or if you're not progressing at the speed that you intended to. Remember that making changes is difficult and it takes time. And these resolutions can be stressful. So you need to find ways to sustain your motivation and to manage your discomfort. Number 5, get a nudge. As human beings, we thrive on the idea of community. We need to feel part of a group. We need to interact or just to have someone to share our concerns with. And this is why one of the top secret tools successful people use is accountability towards others. They tend to keep their resolutions alive much more often because they involve and they ask for the support of others. What can you do? Ask your family, friends, or your better half to give you a nudge in the right direction if you are procrastinating or if you're abandoning your goal. Having people with whom you can meet, reiterate your goals, and get encouragement from means you are more likely to succeed. So, the number 6 that comes afterward which is very important, is to celebrate your wins. With all we have said before, you're putting everything on your side. There's only one last thing: motivation. Or the lack of motivation, as whatever you want to call it. How can you keep yourself motivated for a year-long resolution? Well, because the road is long and the path is also very winding, you need to find ways to congratulate yourself along the way. You need to celebrate your wins and even small successes as a way to reward yourself, to reward your efforts for what you have achieved. For example, you have been choosing to go to the gym every week for 2 months, or you are running 8% faster than before. Reward yourself with that new gym set you saw or with anything else. Rewarding yourself will send a message to your brain that reinforces the positive behavior you have been having. So you are consciously creating positive loops that will take you to success. Setbacks are all part of the process of putting your New Year resolutions in place, whether you're intending to make a big change or not. But setbacks and failure do not need to be the norm. These 6 steps that I have just led you through will help you set realistic goals and make them last, so you get the change you want and that you need for this year. How about you? What New Year resolution are you making? Leave me a comment below and let me know what you are thinking.